Hello, thank you for joining us tonight. We have a huge crowd and we're glad you're here. So I'm going to call to order the regularly scheduled meeting for the Lamar County School District. And we will begin with a prayer by Mr. Lamar.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time to come together, Lord. We thank you for these folks that are represented tonight, the students that have achieved. We thank you for their teachers, those that have invested in their lives, Lord, their parents, their families. Father, I pray that you guide us as board members, not only tonight, but on a daily basis. I pray that you guide these administrators, Father. We thank you for them. We thank you for the teachers, the SROs, everyone that's involved on a daily basis in this district. We love you. Thank you for your blessing. In your name we pray.
Amen.
If you'll please stand and join us in the saying of the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I heard lots of little voices out there. They're getting good practice with that. So if you picked up an agenda when you came in, you will see our meeting procedures, and I won't read it all, but just briefly states that if you have not already been approved to have business before the board tonight, you will not be allowed to speak before the board tonight. So our first item will be the approval of the general agenda. So I'll take a motion for that. I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Okay. And then we are going to move on to what you all are here for, which is our recognitions. But while they get said, I would be remiss if I didn't take just a second with all of you in this building to mention the bond issue that will be at the very bottom of your ballot. You go to vote on November the 5th. We're not going to belabor it, but we do hope that you will educate yourself on the bond issue. If you go to our Lamar County Schools website, you can find a button that says bond referendum. You can click on it, find out all about what we're looking to do. We are super excited for the future of Lamar County Schools, and we hope that you will assist us in that endeavor. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Teresa Jenny. I have the privilege of serving as the Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Programs for Lamar County Schools, and I'm excited to recognize some students tonight for their outstanding accomplishments. But even though it's the students that are coming up tonight, I want to make sure that we send out a special thanks to our families and our teachers, because it takes the two of them working together in order for these accomplishments to take place. And so parents and families are sending their children ready to learn, listening to the teacher, and taking their suggestions. The teachers are individualizing the instruction for the student, and so it takes all of that working together for us to have what we're going to recognize tonight. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. The first achievements that we're going to recognize tonight are students that have a perfect score on the MAPE test. This is the Mississippi Academic Assessment Program. It assesses students on grade level standards, okay, and their mastery of them, and that they are prepared to go to the next grade. So we'll go ahead and get started with Bellevue Elementary. Oh, and a few instructions, kiddos, for the kids coming up. Dr. Hampton, superintendent, is going to shake your hand and hand you your certificate. I'm just going to say the names, but if we could we'll take pictures by perfect scores on ELA, take a picture, perfect scores on math, take a picture, and then students that had ELA and math together, okay? So, we'll go ahead and get started. Stephanie Brew, perfect score in ELA. Perfect score in ELA, Lucy Bruton. Perfect score in ELA, Kalani Harris. At the schoolhouse, they call this the 99 Club because at 99 is a perfect score. So, perfect score in ELA, Crew Jarvis. Perfect score in ELA, Izzy McLaurin. Perfect score in ELA, max speed. Still working on perfect ELA, Cam Wallace. Perfect score, Grayson Burns. ELA, perfect score, Latrina Carter. Oh yes, parents, if you would like to come up and get a picture while Dr. Hampton is handing the certificate, please come on up the middle and get that picture taken. Byron Clark. Kylie Coleman. Maxwell Holmes. Molly Kelly. Briggs Mayfield. Rainey Shake Snyder. Last but certainly not least, perfect score in ELA, Lily Shaw. Mr. Ryder, come on up. Let's get you in the picture. Congratulations to our ELA perfect score. Moving on to math. Perfect score in math, Mason Berger. Brian Chen. Charlie Hawkins. David Hose. Ross Nettles. That's what I like. Run on down here, I like it. Alea Payton. Carson Saxon. Evelyn Starling. Craig Chambers. Andrew Kelly. Braden Rourke. Edelson Samayo Martinez. Let's give another round of applause for our perfect scores in math. job, kiddos. All right, moving on to perfect scores in ELA and math. Together, leader. Valerie Johnson. Reagan Natalia. Gus Sanders. Hattie Peterson. Jasper Davidson. Walt Irwin. Jonathan Lambert. Ellie Mitchell. Hind Amran. Catherine Resikavitsky. You with my little cheat notes here. All right. Alea Zaderon. All right, let's give another round of applause to our perfect score in ELA and math. Congratulations to our 99 club. All right, those were our Bellevue recognitions. Moving on to Longleaf, we have a special recognition this evening. I would like to ask Dr. Leslie Thompson, principal of Longleaf Elementary, to come forward. An email from a Longleaf teacher was sent to Dr. Hampton and Miss Jenny Henserling sharing a story about how Dr. Thompson went above and beyond. I'm just going to read it to you, because I don't think I can tell the story like the teacher did. Last week at Longleaf, I had a medical emergency and my husband was too far away to get me to the ER. My co-teacher reached out to the office to see if anyone else was available to help. Within 1 minute, Dr. Thompson demonstrated great leadership and was at the side door to help me into her personal vehicle. She then transported me to a local ER, ensured that I made it safely, and waited until my family arrived before leaving me alone, all the while checking on me throughout my time in the patient room. Dr. Thompson went above and beyond and served as a great example of putting safety measures and relationships first. I've been in many different schools with several different principals, and Dr. Thompson far exceeds exemplary servant leadership. Congratulations, Dr. Thompson. And of course, when I called Dr. Thompson to tell her we were going to recognize her, she goes, "But that was just what anybody else, what any other principal would do." I said, "Well, Dr. Luck appreciated it very much." All right, now moving on to outstanding achievement at Longleaf Elementary. Again, I want to make sure that, yes, we are recognizing the children tonight, but I also want to recognize the families from Longleaf and the teachers from Longleaf, because it takes everybody working together for this outstanding achievement. Same instructions. 99 Club, perfect score in ELA, Blake Smith. Olivia Rowell. Daniel Ross. Fedora May. Zyron Iman. Alden Hathorn. Jack Anderson. Harper Thorson. Jade Wynn. Catherine Morgan. Amber Mendonca. Ava Lee. Mary Stark Slanger. Jacob Johnson. Avery Baxter. That completes our perfect score for ELA from Longleaf. Congratulations. Congratulations to our 99 Club. 99 Club for Matt, Harley King. Oh, Harley, this is perfect score for Matt, Harley Pig. Noah K. Spontano. Molly Nelson. Miles Maddox. John Walker West. Margot Timodeski. Ramsey Lewis. Carter Lee. Avery King. Hayes Abear. Gabrielle Carrera. Let's give another round of applause for our perfect score in math. Congratulations for 99 Club Math. Moving on to 99 Club for ELA and Altrez Pittman. Jennings Lacker. Elena Kennedy. Patrick Fashnak. Tayton Davis. Mia Darby. Owen Butler. Abigail Odom. Callie Kaminsky. Aubrey Knight. Olivia Jacobs. Nora Goff. Ellen Chapman. Congratulations to our perfect scores in ELA and math. Congratulations, 99 Club. Next, we're moving on to STAR Achievement. STAR stands for Students Testing and Achieving Results. These students grew a proficiency level on the MATE test this past spring. For ELA, Elizabeth Thompson. Blake Smith. Altrez Pittman. Fedora May. Jennings Lacker. Patrick Fasnock. Jack Anderson. Ash Jeffria. Mason Miller. Sailor Tormina. Caroline Caldwell. Hazel Buckner. Braden Newsome. Peyton Keys. Marcus Fisher. Lily McClendon. Star Gordon. John Spencer. Kevin Scott. Let's give a round of applause for our STAR Achievement students. Congratulations. Moving on to our Star Club members for math, Caden Krager. Danielle Flowers. Michael Wood. Allison Bridges. Dakari Graves. Alyssa Hammond. Kylan Johnson. Let's give another round of applause to our Star Club for math. Star Club for ELA and math. They went up a proficiency level in both. Dallas Young. Makai Lumpkins. Molly Nelson. Mason Love. Fatima Umair. Destiny Armendarius. Armendarius, is that right? Sorry. I'm here to hear me butcher the name. All right. Zayla Bolton. That's it for our EL applause. The next group that we're going to recognize are our graduates of our English Learner Program. Our students that are in our EL program have to take a test, another test, a completely different test, in the spring also. And these children are the ones that reached their proficiency level on the English language test to graduate from the program. The first student is Yahya Aldiri. Letty Lowe. Gabriella Mazadiri. Christian Ramos Nadaran. Max Trujillo. Alvin Trong. Kevin Yang. And that's it for our EL graduates. Let's give them another round of applause.
Well, thank you all for coming. Super support. Appreciate appreciate you all being here. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting if you would like to stay, but this would be a perfect opportunity if you have other things or dinner you gotta get to or whatever, but do appreciate you being here. You're welcome to stay though.
One that just came in late, we'd like to recognize Izzy McLaurin for a perfect score on the ELA test. Izzy, want to come on down? Congratulations, you get your own attention right here with Dr. Hampton.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. So next we have item 5 is our accountability presentation by Brooke Walter. If you like my mic, you're welcome to have it. You don't have to.
And for our high school and district, they are assessed on a 1,000-point model. So in addition to the ELA, the math, the science, and English learners, we have the addition of the graduation rate, acceleration, and college and career rates. This slide displays the cut scores that are necessary to achieve each grade level. So for districts, again, that's on a 1,000-point scale. For elementary and middle schools, that is for 700, and for high school, that will be 1,000-point scale. So this is the last 3 years of our accountability data. So we had 2 schools that increased their rating, so that will make 10 schools that are A's in our district. And we have 3 B schools and 2 C schools. So that is every school in the district there on the screen. So we'll go through each of these components for the district here in comparison to the state. So the first slide is on ELA proficiency. So ELA proficiency is at an all-time high for our district. We continue to increase each year, and we're consistently above state levels for this area. For ELA growth for all, we had a slight decrease in growth in ELA, but Lamar County Schools continues to widen the gap between the state and our district. Growth for all students. So the next slide is the growth for our lowest 25%. I think this is what you're referring to. So in this area, we're in very close proximity to the state level. So this is an area that we see as a level of an area of growth for our district. So this is something that we've been talking about in our district leadership PLCs on how we can assess the students that are in this area and how we can help them to grow. Math proficiency for our district is at an all-time high. We continue to grow in this area and we remain above state levels. Now, one thing I want to point out about math here in just a minute as we go to the growth areas. So math growth for all students, it remains high for our district and consistently above the state. But when you get down into some of the schools later on in your packet of information there, you'll notice that they've actually capped this. So before, you could go above 100% of the points in the past, but now you can no longer do that. So you will see that in some of the schools that in the past have had. The next slide is math growth for our lowest 25. So Lamar County Schools experienced a slight decrease in this area, but not as much of a decrease as the state. For history proficiency, this is the high school only. You can see that we had an increase of nearly 4 percentage points here, and we're continuing to widen the gap between the district and the state in this proficiency area. For science proficiency, we have increased each year, and we are ahead of the state in this area. The next slide is for acceleration, and so one thing that has changed in how they calculate this is that AP is a part of this component, and the weight for AP is no longer doubled. So you will see that change for the district. It affected the district, and it also affected some schools in our district. Next is college and career readiness. That's met by either your ACT scores or by ACT work keys. above the state average here. Our students have multiple opportunities to take the assessments. And this is an area of focus for our high schools to help students in this area as well. For graduation, it's important to note at the bottom of the screen, this is 1 year behind. So for 2023-2024 accountability, they are using the class of 2023 here. So our district continues to increase in this area and staying above the state average. Of course, we always want that to be better. We want every kid to graduate from high school. It's such an important milestone for students for them to take that next step. So for English learners, I think this is definitely an area to celebrate here. Nearly 14% gain last year. This is at an all-time high for our district. The next slide is around our third grade reading gate. So that 88% is an all-time high since the proficiency level requirement number 3 was in place. And we're 12% ahead of the state in this area. And this is only for our first-time testers. So these students, if they did not pass, they get an opportunity to retest. We know if kids can read, that later on they're going to perform well on all these other tests as well. So kindergarten readiness, so this is the last 3 years of our data. So students take a baseline test in the fall and then take an assessment again in the spring. So you'll see there for the 23-24 school year in the spring, that assessment is at 711, whereas in the prior years it was in the upper 600. So some growth there as well. So our last 2 slides here are around ACT. We do not have the 2024 senior graduate class ACT scores yet. They have not been released. So these are senior ACT scores for Lamar County, for Mississippi, and the national average over the last 3 years. Very close to the national average. Okay, so this is for our junior class average. Again, the current year scores have not been released yet. So this is our junior class average for Lamar County schools for Mississippi. And then I thought it was important to put the national average on there for seniors, just so you can see how close those juniors are to the senior national class average. So that concludes this presentation. Of course, you have information school by school, and I think this is something that we've talked to our district leadership PLC team about, that we understand that so much goes into the school day and into the work. We hate to reduce it to a number, but we have to do that so that we can measure what our students are learning and what we need to change and adjust. So thank you very much.
Thank you. This is wonderful, accessible, and well-studied. I know, leave your person. Can I get it?
I see the ELA and the math isn't, the ELA is compared to the state, and then the math goes to the, so you got the town. 25%.
Correct. And that's the hardest thing. You can't focus on our kids. And I think we show that our
It really was great. Okay, so we're going to move on to 6, approval of the September 9th minutes. I'll take a motion.
Motion.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Monthly, same. Approval of the monthly financial report for June 24.
Second.
All in favor? That passes. Approval of the monthly financial report for July 24.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? And that passes. Approval of the monthly financial report for August 24.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? All right, we got all that out of the way. Okay, so now we have the approval of the fiscal year 2024 short-term goals. A motion and a second. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Next, we have the approval of the fiscal year 24 actual budget. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Okay, that passes. The approval to extend services for child nutrition sanitation for 1 year to SFSPAC for $33,976.80. All in favor? That's unanimous. Next is the approval to accept a reverse auction bid of $151,441 from Lafayette Music Company for the Oak Grove High School band instruments. A motion? I have a second. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Next is the approval to advertise for bids on the 2025 E-ratings. I have a motion and a second. All in favor? And that passes. Next, we're going to rescind obsolete policies GADE, GADG, GADH, and GADJ. Have a motion? And a second. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Next, the approval of changes to policies GAGA, GBAA, GBRID, GCD, IHE, and AA. Have a motion? And a second. All in favor? And the last one of those is the approval to new policies GBRI and JEB. Have a motion? Second. All in favor? And that passes. Next, we're going to move on to Mr. Rick for our board attorney matters.
Some of the citizens that formed a group called Friends of Lamar County Schools asked if they could place political signs on school property for the upcoming bond referendum. I spoke with the Secretary of State's office, and they indicated that as long as the board would agree to allow both proponents and opponents the same opportunity to place signs, that this board would do that. So I'm just asking the board if they want to do that.
Yeah, I like this one. So who asked for this?
Friends of Lamar County Schools, an organization that is supporting the bond issue.
I'd like to make a motion to allow proponents or opponents to the November 5th bond referendum to place signs on school property with the following restrictions. Number 1, no more than 2 signs per campus or other school-owned property. Number 2, signs shall not exceed 3 by 8 in overall dimensions. That's 3 foot by 8 foot. Number 3, location of signs shall not block or interfere in any way with school ingress or egress. Number 4, no signs shall be allowed on 16th section leased property without further approval of the lessee. And number 5, all signs must be removed by November 10th.
Any discussion?
2 signs total, 1 from each proponent and something.
Well, no, it's saying that if it's for it, then you can put 2 signs on a property. If you're against it, you can put 2 signs on a property, but you can't come in and carpet the campus. And then there's a size limitation, location limitation. I like that the removal by November 10th is in there too. We should make that a state law for every sign that's put Okay, so Lance has made a motion. So what we're looking for then is a second. Okay, so we have a second. Any more discussion? Okay, all in favor? Go nay. Okay. Let everybody know. Okay, so we have, so that passes. Okay, so next we have land manager matters. So Mr. Harless, if you will come and address us. We're going to make you use the mic.
First item I have is to approve assignment of lease number 270 from Lamar Commercial to Kelvin.
Second.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve assignment of lease number 249 for construction to WSE LLC.
Second.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve assignment of lease number 885 from Haley Bar, Andrew Harrison, and Elvita Hernandez.
So moved.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve the assignment of lease number 791 from Robert Burke, Michael, Derek, Mark.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve assignment of lease number 677, Aubrey Anderson, John O'Brien.
Second.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve a partial assignment of lease number 685, Audrey Stringer, with Brenda Series.
Second.
All in favor?
Next item is to approve a new 40-year residential lease to Custom Building Solutions LLC.
Second.
All in favor?
Last item is to approve to consolidate lease number 990 with lease number 5.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Thank you, Mr. Harless. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to go on to the superintendent's report.
I'll be real brief. We had a lot of recognitions and things like that. So I just want to say we've had a great start back to school after our intersession and our fall break. I want to recognize Dr. Gray for all the work he's done for our intersession and coordinating and putting that together. It takes a lot of work between transportation, food services, and all the teachers and all that stuff. So it's not an easy task, but he does a great job. You saw some things from our band programs. We made a substantial investment in our band across our school district. And I would like to say, we had Lumberton, Purvis, Oak Grove, and Summerall, North and South. And so Lumberton has been a small school. They've not been able to go until this year, go to evaluations. They went last Saturday and they scored all twos. And the highest score is 1, we get 2, 3, and 4 is the lowest score. And so I'm very proud of Lumberton for one, just going and competing, it's not competing, getting evaluated. But the twos was a really good start for them. Very proud of them. But I can say for our other three bands, Purvis, Summerall, and Oak Grove, you can score an overall 1, but they not just scored overall 1. They were all superior in every caption, and they did a phenomenal job. And so Purvis, Summerall will compete next weekend in the state championship marching band, and then Oak Grove will compete the next weekend in the 7A state marching band competition. Very proud of those programs. They've done a phenomenal job, and they have. It's been a hard time for them to recover from COVID, and you just can't pick up an instrument. It takes years to be able to learn and do those things. So very proud of those. Last thing I want to mention is last night, Purvis High School volleyball won South State for the second year in a row, and they'll play at 10 o'clock Friday morning at Clinton in Mississippi College for a state championship. And last night's game was phenomenal. And Dr. Gray and I went, Mr. Goldschmidt, it was packed. I mean, it was just a phenomenal atmosphere. Our girls performed amazing. They never got down. It went straight by. I can't remember one. Again, we went back and forth, and we went to the 5th set, and our girls just turned it on, put on the gas. So we're excited for them Friday, the opportunity for them to compete for another state championship.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move to the consent. Oh, never mind. We're going to to set our next regular meeting for Monday, November the 11th at Lumberton High School. So everyone will check. I felt like we moved this one. We did move it, didn't we?
I thought we moved it.
He doesn't know what to do, but I don't like it.
That week is, yeah.
I can tell you, me and organizational matters, much better not having one.
Better not having one.
It's better not having one Monday, it's good to have. It's a lot of.
Well, I like the idea of a Tuesday.
Our son is not the weekend.
So, does it have to be that week?
Could it not be the week before?
She got.
Could we do it the week of the 5th, the 4th? Mr. Norton? Could we move it back a week? Because, okay, so, well, here's the thing. We can't do it on Tuesday if we do it that week. Because Tuesday's the election.
It's a short month for payroll, we can't go past that, we need to understand.
So we have to move it up a week. Well, we cannot do it on Tuesday if we do it that week because the election is the 5th. We have to stick with the Monday for that week. But I do think we should look at moving to another day of the week after Christmas. Maybe we can look at switching to a Tuesday. If that's something that we can do, that would make it easier on y'all and help with that. But for this particular meeting, can we talk about the 4th? Monday, November 4th. Any concerns? Monday, November 4th. 4th is fine. You can't do it? So some things we have to set for 30 days.
What about the 7th?
The 7th, Thursday the 7th. I'm good with that. Jeremy? Okay. Y'all like the 7th? Okay. I'm good with that. So I will take a motion for November the 7th at 6 p.m. at Lumberton High School.
So moved.
Okay, all in favor? And let me put that on my calendar right this second, or I won't be there. Lumberton High School. Okay, now consent agenda. So you're going to want to flip all the way from page 3 to page 8. Does anyone have any questions? Mr. Chance, Mr. Carlisle, Mr. LaFane, Ms. Shea Farmer. I realize I said your first name before I said your last. Okay, so if there are no questions, we will take a motion. Have a motion. And a second? All in favor? And the consent agenda passes. We have no other, so we'll skip that. So now we would look at considering executive session. We do have... Did I? Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay. So, yes, under consent agenda, charge fixed asset custodian for lost stolen Chromebook number 228842. So do we need Dr. Hampton to read that?
Yeah, that's no idea.
Okay, so we have a motion to charge it. And we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And that is unanimous. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so we're going to consider executive session. We have 1 student issue to consider and 5 personnel matters to consider.
Motion we consider executive session.
We have a motion? Okay, all in favor? Okay, so that passes. A motion to enter executive session and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we are now in executive session. Thank you for being here.